Okay. No. There we go. There we go. Hey, passengers, how you doing today? Right away with the fetus Chew. You guys are feral. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll fetus it up in here, I guess. What was I doing? I was gonna say hi to everyone, but now I just feel like punishing you guys. It's fine. It's fine. I brought this on myself. Hold on a minute. I want to put on some music. I'll put on the official Choo-Chan themed playlist. It's only 11 songs long, but it's all bangers, so there is that. Okay, let's see. It's working. Let's see. I see Paper. I see Reaper. I see Queen. Who else is here? I see Odin flexing a 3-stream streak immediately after someone mentioned that they lost their streak. Gotta love it. Guys, today we are going to be talking about every new movie that I saw this year. We'll probably scroll through Letterboxd a bit and look at some of my reviews, but also I want to show you my 40 streak yesterday from your last stream. Woo-woo! I see Gabe. Yes, I do. I didn't even notice I was chaining event tickets on Clash of Clans or farming. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, let's see here. Ooh, guys, also, I saw on Twitter something interesting that someone suggested that I kind of want to try as I get more models. Because, as you guys know, I constantly struggle? I constantly struggle with, like, figuring out my model toggles. And someone suggested just using, like, the, like an MMO mouse. And I kind of think I might do that. I have no life, and 5 accounts. Oh my god. Imagine if Kermit was Godzilla and his yay was him charging and firing his laser. His yay? What is his yay? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? That's gotta be the oldest reference I've ever made. I wasn't even alive when that show was airing. Oh my god. I don't even know the name of that show. I just know my pastor when I was growing up used to say it all the time from the pulpit, and it was really embarrassing because he was really white. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Transparently, while the just starting stream was going, or starting screen was, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was, as usual, eating my Little Caesars. I know it seems like that's all I eat, but I promise I do eat other things. Choo-choo! I do chew other things. I just, it's the most convenient thing when we get off work at like 8 o'clock. I'm like, all right. I got reminded of an ancient internet meme when he said he's firing his laser. Oh, I'm firing my laser. Yeah. I feel you, brother. I'm old too. Okay. I have not updated my film list for this year though. Like, and it's kind of a problem. Profile. Let's see. Let me get my lists up and then I'll share. Okay. 2024. Yeah, I haven't added anything to this list, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Hold up. Okay, add a film. What new films came out this year? I put Jim Paw on here, even though it technically came out last year at the festivals, because that's how we do things here. Like, Also, real name jump scare, whatever. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's not my legal name, so who cares? Oh, you know what? We can just go look at my baby's list, because he never forgets. He never forgets to update his list. 2020 slicks. Okay. Obsession I did see, and I did like, but I forgot to add it to my list. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me just add everything to my list, and then we can talk more about it. Because I like to, basically, I rank, Ivan does too. We rank every movie we see in a year, and it's fun as hell. And then we compare, like, all year. Like, after we've seen a sufficient number of movies, basically every month. Super Miyabi Gooner, hello, good to see ya, nice to meet ya. Is Chan and Choo-Chan your last name? Totally, of course. No, it's an honorific, it's an honorific. Oh, not spooky season. Okay, Project Hail Mary, The Invite. This is the one I watched most recently, and I have a lot of feelings about it, so you guys will hear about it. We put that in 2020 flicks. What else have I seen on here? He sometimes watches movies without me. I don't know why he put... I thought Hoppers came out last year, but maybe not. I guess it is August. Oh my god. Tomcat, what little experience did you have with the barber? I'm very curious. Also, my centering on vertical is terrible. Hold up. Let me fix it. What the fuck? Hang on. There we go. Said if I was older, she would kiss me? That's fucked up. You're of age, right? I hope you're of age, because otherwise, what the hell? Okay. Okay, guys, spoiler alert, though, for later in the stream, I did not like the Backrooms movie. I don't remember if I actually watched this one. I don't think I did. I did watch this one. And I did watch The Sheep Detectives. Bro, I was so excited when this was announced, like, when I started seeing trailers for it. I'm like, this is awesome. This is so frickin' cute. We'll talk more about that. This movie, however, sucked absolute ass, and we'll talk about that too. Disclosure Day. I think I saw that. It's always a bad sign when I don't remember if I saw it or not. Yes, we watched this. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we did indeed watch this one. And this one. Yeah, I have not been keeping up on my watch list at all. Okay. So, I gotta go through and rate all of these and then rank them. And then maybe we'll get to other movies. Oh, also, if you guys want to see, this is my profile on Letterboxd. Feel free to add me. Yeah, so we got, these are my favorites. These are my 4 favorite movies. Siri, kill the barber. I have gotten 17 new games now? What kind of games? Of course the train-themed VTuber has Crazy Train on her playlist. Yes, yes. I was gonna say, this playlist was specifically made, like, in order to, in order to capture my energy. So, as you can see, I have 2 train-themed songs, and then, some of the weirdest songs you'll ever hear. And then, my favorite song ever, which is Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam. Okay. Also, I watched The Mist recently for the first time. Damn, guys. That bummed me out. That bummed me the hell out. That was so... Like, what was that ending? Okay. Also, have you guys seen this one? Where there's a whole scene where they pull a tapeworm out of her through her mouth? It was nuts. Okay, lists. What? A gravitational anomaly? That was fucking weird. Okay. I didn't like the way they put that. Okay. Let's do this thing. So, I'm gonna give this 4.5 stars. That was really, really good. I'm gonna give this one, yeah, I gave it 4 stars. This one, I'm gonna give 3.5 stars. And I will explain my reason for all these ratings soon enough. Time will tell. This was awesome. This might be my favorite of the year so far. It was so good. This one rocked. I'm actually gonna give this a 5. Fuck it. I'm brave. But up. Okay. Yep, 1.5. I don't remember that movie. I don't remember hating it, so that's a good sign. This movie was butthole. Which one was this? Oh, this one bummed me out because I wanted it to be better because I love this actor so much. But it was just like, I don't know. It was so boring. It wanted to be so much more than it was, you know? I think that was millennial internet humor for just checking you're not a bit ironically. Oh, bot. Thinking about a train theme guitar for a while where the pegs have warning lights on them. That's so cool. Also, I missed a choo-choo. Okay. Let me chew. Allow me a moment to chew. Okay. Back in. So yeah, I barely remember that one. This one sucked. How bad did it suck? I wanted to give it at least 1 star. There we go. This one was a bummer. I wonder if the review we saw is still here. Needle Drop was so ridiculous. We could have played We Are Charlie Kirk and the scene would have been much harder. I have no idea what they're even talking about. This was such forgettable schlock. She sucks, dude. Like, okay, wait. I'm getting too ahead of myself. We're gonna go through these one by one. First, I'm gonna start with the good movies, and then we'll get... Actually, we'll start from the bottom and go up. Because I'm gonna have way less to say about these, because I either don't remember them or thought they sucked so bad. But let's put everything in order as well. That's probably right there. Yeah. Okay. This movie rocked. This movie rocked so hard. So hard. Okay. You go down there. You go here. You go way the hell down here. Not below the Michael Jackson movie, though. Hokum. Hoppers. Sheep Detective. Honestly, this might be my #1 right now. Is anyone ready to cancel me yet? Have I said anything untrue? I kind of feel like I haven't. I kind of feel like I haven't said anything untrue. I kind of feel like everything I've said so far is based and justifiable. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, 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 yeah. feels right. Let's see. Yes, that feels right. Okay. Save. Now let's look at my rankings. What are we doing? We are looking at every single movie, like new release that I've watched this year, and I'm gonna tell you guys my thoughts on it. If you have your own thoughts, absolutely jump in, because I definitely want to hear from you guys. I don't want this to just be me talking at you. Like, this is a chat. This is a chat with y'all. Post on X and see what fire you start. The global microwave. The global microwave. Wait, did I start a fire? I don't think my tweet is banging. My tweets are so rarely banging. Yeah. No one sees my tweets! Wow, 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 wow. Nice, nice. Sorry, guys. I won an art contest, like an art giveaway for a skeb, and, yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Wow, guys. Wow. All right, all right. We're back in. We're back in. Sadly, I got no opinions on movies. I'm a pleb. No! Anyway, I'm really excited to share this skeb with you guys. It looks like it's just about done. The only thing is I don't have a neck in it because I think that my design is a little misleading. Like, this thick collar, I do have a neck. I do have a neck, as you can see. Look, see my neck? Right there. Right there. Oh, you... you know, you know. All right, what's going on here? Here we go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop saying okay, and I'm gonna get to the actual content. Hold up, hold up. Neck is debatable. No, it's right there. Guys, I have a neck. Don't bully me. I have a neck. I promise. I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna prove right now I have a neck, or I'm about to. If you don't believe I have a neck now, just you wait. Look, see? Very noticeable neck. Very noticeable neck. Guys, this is the Mommy Choo model, by the way. This is the Mommy Choo model. Can I zoom in? I don't remember how to zoom, but do you like it? Do you think it's cute? Do you think it's cute? What do we think, guys? Look, I got the muscly calves. That's what I'm saying, Gabe! I totally have a neck! You're like, I'm not noticing the neck. But yeah, I got my hips. I got my thick thighs out. I got my... I really like it. I am looking respectfully. Good. I'm glad you guys think she's hot. I really wanted her to be hot in like a big sisterly way. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is my... There we go. There we go. Back in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. She's doing the rigging step right now, so, like, I just gotta figure out what to do for the debut, you guys. She looks like she distracts more. Hell yeah. She's serving and eating. Oh my god. Good stuff. Okay. The whole damn restaurant at the same time. Literally. Okay. You guys get it. You guys get it. Now let's see here. Lists. Yes. Okay, let's talk about it. The Bride. DNF. If you get a DNF, you end up at the bottom of the list. Most of these movies are DNF. I won't remember much about them because DNF. Forget the bakery, that's a factory. That's not just cake. That's like a 7-tier wedding cake. Haha, train joke. LOL. Okay, Supergirl. Supergirl. How do you fumble the bag this hard? How do you make a character Choo-Chan rap cover when? Pretty much any karaoke stream, I end up doing Rap God. But I should record like a formal one. I've been working on this for way too long, and I keep getting distracted and forgetting I'm working on it, but I'm working on a My Name Is parody. That I'm pretty happy with so far. I'm pretty happy with what I have so far. I'm pretty excited to eventually show you guys that once it's finally finished. I don't know anything about making covers is the other thing, so it's like really hard to it's really hard to, you know? Okay. Let's see. So yeah, Solo Mio. Okay, Supergirl. Wait, I'm mad about Supergirl. Wait. So I love the Superman franchise. I think that DC is superior to Marvel. Like, Marvel cooked in the beginning, but I just feel like DC cooked them back. Like, they're so good. Their cartoons rock. Their movies are just better. I love the new Superman movie. I've already seen it 3 times. I cry at that scene where he's talking to his dad every time. In fact, did that come out this year? Or was that last year? I think that might have been last year. When did Superman... It says Superman 2025. So... Oh yeah, that was last summer. Well, whatever. That was probably one of my best movies of the year, in my opinion, last year. I really loved the shit out of Superman 2025. It is an amazing film. Repeat covers recording studio needs to be in the shower. I have an actual vocal booth that kind of gives like shower stall vibes, you know, because it's roughly the size of a gym shower stall. Gotta get some beef going online and drop a diss track. You know what? I can do that. I'll find someone to drop a diss track about. I think I have a prime candidate. TBH. Okay, let's see. Michael! Okay. Something, you're off track is one of the lyrics. Yes. Yes. Well, it's the way I'm racing around the track, call me NASCAR. Okay, so Solo Mio, I remember very little about, but I do remember a lot about Supergirl, and that's how much I didn't like it. Because, like, again, how do you fumble the bag that hard? How do you make a character's entire identity how much she loves her dog, and I still walk out of the movie hating this bitch? You know what I mean? And I don't think that's even sexism. She's just not likable, dude. Like, she's mean for no reason. She doesn't give a shit. She's lazy and all that. And people are like, oh, what about anti-heroes? I'm like, in a way, you should still root for your anti-hero, dude. This chick was just so fundamentally unlikable that I'm just like, I can't even believe I'm voluntarily spending over an hour of my time with this character. Like, but I did finish Supergirl. And I hated it. I'm kind of sad I did. I wish I could get the time back. Solo Mio, I remember so little about. It's Kevin James in a rom-com, which is just weird. Kind of bizarre. You will never convince me that that man is sexy. I'm sorry. Choo-choo! Choo-choo, spicy worm! Choo-choo! Yeah, you will never, ever, ever convince me that Kevin James is sexy. Look at this man. Like, I get it. Dad bods are a thing people like. Maybe if he was gay, if this were I could see gay men eating this up. I really could. I could see this man absolutely charming the pants off of a young, naive twink. But that's about it. That's about it. He He has no sex appeal, in my opinion. And I know that, like, rom-coms don't need to be about hot people, but it's just weird. Gotta watch Chuck and Larry, then? Hold up. I've heard about it, but isn't it, like, super homophobic? Hang on. Hold on. I know it's from the early 2000s, so that makes me nervous. Anything made before, like, 2011, I know has, like, aged really poorly. Because one time, so I used to love the movie The House Bunny with Anna Faris, and, I went back and watched it in, like, 2017, and I was like, oh my god, what? How did I ever think this was funny? Plus, it hurts my feelings, because they imply that girls are ugly automatically if they're from Idaho. And they're not! I'm so hot, you guys, what the hell? Rude. I am neither stupid nor inappropriately open about my bowel movements. Like, what is that about? Bad representation. Anyway, it's Adam Sandler and Kevin James. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even gotta see the damn movie. This is age. Oh! Alright, yeah, you did. You did, Duelist. You did jump scare me. You truly did. Anyway, I don't even gotta see the damn movie to tell you this is aged like milk. This is stinky, stinky. Oh, it works on mine? Fuck. It's because I have to have my... Hang on, I think I know how to fix this. One sec. Properties? Can I just, like... I think I can just share with app. Hang on, let me add a... I've got this. I've got this. Do I? Audio output. It's like, I don't know how to separate the audio from Tangia from my desktop audio, which I would need to do. Make sure to set it to monitor and output. What does that mean? How do I do that? Here, guys, how do I do that? Where's that done? Where is that done? Properties? No. Advanced audio settings. Advanced. Those two together looks like a slur came to life. Yeah, literally, dude. Looks and sounds. Okay, under the volume bars in advanced audio settings. Wait. Ooh. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where are you, Tangia? No? Under the audio bars? Like, what are you talking about? Oh. Oh! But it's not listed as a sound source is the problem. Do I just unclick, Yeah. Yeah, okay. There'll just be no background audio, I guess. I gotta figure this out. But for now, we'll just do that for this stream. All right. I think that'll be good. All right. We're back in. Now, Michael. We're gonna talk about Michael, guys. Biopics have gotten so boring. They've gotten boring because everyone wants to be Rocket Man, for one thing, but also, like, this is... Okay, so first of all, I do want to say, this actor put his whole Jack Sussy into it, right? This is Michael Jackson. The actor did an amazing job, and that is the only reason I gave this movie more than half a star. And, you know, of course the music slaps, but I'm so tired of these boring, sanitized biopics that remove any kind of... Jackassy, yeah. I'm tired of them removing any trace of the very real controversies that Hang on. I got this. One sec. Okay. Yeah, so I'm tired. Jackson 5 out of 5. Really? Because I'm just like, they remove all of the, like, controversy that was involved in their life. They remove all the, even remotely, like, rough edges of the person the movie is about. And I'm sorry, that's a boring ass movie. I'm sorry, you've essentially said, no, my protagonist can have no flaws because the estate said so. And I'm just like, oh, for the music. Yeah, I was gonna say, Michael Jackson, iconic, love his music. Whether he was a good person or not, you would never know from this biopic, because like all biopics today, they're estate approved, right? If the person is deceased, you are not getting an honest biopic. Period. If the person is alive, you're not getting an honest biopic. Like the Freddie Mercury movie, exactly. Where it's like, oh, he had to overcome adversity, and guys, he felt lonely, so it's okay that he did all this shit. No, it's not! No, it's not! And it's very sad that he fell victim to the AIDS crisis, don't get me wrong. It's very sad the way our country let us down with our healthcare knowledge and whatnot back then. But it's like, you can... and controversial take, but you can still like characters that are flawed. Snape is one of the most popular characters in the Harry Potter series, if you don't believe me. People love Tyrion Lannister, right? Like, it is okay for us to remember people honestly, because this crap right here is just, like, damage control after the fact. An attempt to manipulate people into remembering the dead as something other than what they were. And I hate that. I hate that. So I hated this movie. What did I say about it? Hang on, I thought I left a review. What was my review? Where do I see my review? Let's see. Not being alive for this era, but still knowing everything is a 90s child is a testament to how huge Michael was and how bad this biopic is. Exactly. Exactly. I was not alive for the most controversial parts of Michael Jackson's life, and yet. With all the toxic crap, I truly saved cinema. Is this the guy that... Let's see. What else has he made? He made Shooter? Dude! What? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know pretty much any of his other movies. Show my activity. Yeah, I didn't even say anything about it. I didn't even waste my time writing about it. This movie just sucked. This movie sucked and it was boring and I hated it. Let's see. I fell out of the HP fandom. Sadly, the author ruined what was left of my fandom after things like Snape Wives started to kill it. Oh, see, like, I'm fascinated by Harry Potter cringe culture. I think that's very interesting. I think it's funny, those people that, like, cry about, like, people think this about me because of my Hogwarts house. And I'm like, hey, man, you can just not make that your identity if you really are sad about it. Like, your Hogwarts house does not equate to you being, like, oppressed. Like, don't be weird. Don't be weird! But they can't. They can't help themselves. And I still like the books and the movies. I do revisit them from time to time, but not on streaming. My mom bought me the Blu-rays like a million years ago for my birthday. And the books like the year before that for Christmas. So I'm just kind of like, well, I will never give her new money or new clout, but like, this was a big part of my childhood and I still get nostalgic about it. That's fair, but if y'all could forget all my mistakes, I'd be grateful, thanks. Yeah, guys, when I die, only say nice things about me, please. Pretty please. Only say nice things about Choo-chan when she's dead. Don't mention any of the cringe stuff, okay? Don't mention any of it. Don't mention the fetus video where I eat you in the womb. Don't mention, my horrible takes on Harry Potter. Just be like, oh my god, she was perfect in every way, and we love her, ooh-woo. Curious if being honest and accurate would put the director on fire. Well, that's the thing, is like, again, you have to get the estate's approval for these things, and they're not gonna say, yeah, absolutely, read my uncle to filth. You know what I mean? And hello, Celron. Hello, hello! So one famous author started out by making Harry Potter fanfics, and there was a whole controversy because she liked to write Gron X Guinea fanfics. I watch a lot of Strange Aeons too! Oh my god, she's one of my favorite YouTubers. She's one of my all-time favorite YouTubers, dude. My little gay heart speeds up a little bit when I see that she's posted. I feel you. I feel you. Super fair. Super fair. We go to France. Okay. All right. What were we doing now? What were we doing now? Wait, so then we have to be silent? Silent? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking. Wait, why would we have to be silent? Yo, I just got here. The fucking what video? Oh, yeah, a couple days ago, across like all my social media, I posted a video of me as a fetus eating you in the womb. Me as a fetus eating you in the womb. It was an ASMR joke video, and it scarred pretty much everyone who saw it for life. Watch it at your own hazard. Watch it at your own hazard. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. You might need therapy. I am not obligated to pay for it. I have disclosed the possible risks. That's your choice now. I could make a horrible joke about France involving your great-grandpa. Oh no. Was your great-grandpa, quote, one of those Germans? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If we can't talk about the cringe, what else can we remember you by? Oh, ouch! Ouchie! That's a good question. Just say that it brought you joy. Just at least say that the cringe made you happy. Everybody had to serve back then. Oh my god, they were conscripted? That sucks. That sucks. Okay. I forgot, you're in a country that has mandatory military service. Technically, we all have to register for the draft here in the States, but only until a certain age, and there's no guarantee that, like, you will be called for service. Choo-chan might have been cringe, but the cringe is pretty cool, thank you. Cassandra Clare was a big part of the Misscribe controversy, and Mortal Instruments was pretty much just a tweaked version of a Draco X Guinea fic of the same name with some Ron and Guinea fanfics mixed in, and I love it! Dude, is Mortal Instruments, wait, I think I'm thinking of a different, it's the same author. Let's see. Okay, I didn't read Mortal Instruments, but I did read her other series, The Infernal Devices. And that was my shit. I loved the Infernal Devices series. I'd be hard-pressed to, let you know what a lot of it is about, but I was obsessed. I chewed through those books so fast. It's a video game about Chew eating... About what? Chew eating video? What? Huh? I don't know. Okay. So Michael sucked. Backrooms sucked. I don't know if that's a controversial take, kids, but I did not care for this film. I am apparently very alone in this. I felt like it just... I don't know, the pacing of the movie was really bad for me. I feel like we got, 10 minutes of character development at the beginning of the film, and then we just followed people running and panicking for, an hour. I bet this movie goes so much harder if you're, intimately familiar with Backrooms lore, but I do not at all. I'm somewhat familiar with the lore of the Backrooms, right? A little. I'm not an expert by any means, but I know a little about it. I saw the pool room scene, and I was like, oh my god, Kibbyverse lives there! By the way, let me shout out my agency mate for now, Kibbyverse. Shout out Kibbyverse. Kibbyverse rocks, guys. You gotta go follow Kibbyverse, literally right now. She lives in the pool room of the Backrooms. We love her on this channel. But when I saw this movie, that was, the main thing that gave me enjoyment out of it, was knowing that my friend's home was there, because otherwise I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this? I was really disappointed. I wanted to know so much more about, the characters, and it just, I don't know. I guess the concept is, you know what? The concept is kind of cool, though. I'm gonna give it another star, you guys. Sometimes when I reflect on movies, I'm like, you know what? I'm wrong. This is a little better than I remember, but I still didn't care for that one much. Oh wait, I can just go do this. So, by default, it goes above these two, all of these. It goes above all of these because guess what? I still remember it. That's another big factor in how I rank movies is like, how much of this dang plot do I remember? So I'm gonna skip Disclosure Day. I love boosters, both of them, because they just, I don't remember much about them. I was not that interested or gripped. I remember this one had an actor I really liked, which made me even sadder that I didn't like it. So I'm just kind of like, well, welp, you know what I'm saying? Kind of a bummer. Kind of a, like, huge bummer. Not gonna lie, the only Harry Potter fic I care about is My Immortal from Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Ravenway. Yo, if you guys haven't read My Immortal, very important piece of internet history that you need to consume after the stream, because it is a work of art. If you want to know what it was like to be an emo teenager in, like, 2009 or whatever, this is the sauce. It will give you the whole experience. We are all gothic here, no flames, okay? No flames. H2O Mega, hello. Hi, welcome back. Good to see you again, passenger. Hoppers was pretty good. I don't really have any controversial takes one way or the other. Oh, I forgot Hokum. Okay. Something worse than a bad movie, a forgettable movie. Sun Tzu said that, I think. Honestly, you're right, though. Ivan always says, like, the only crime a movie can commit is being boring. Like, I love a bad movie. You know, like, Neil Breen is my GOAT. Frickin' Tommy Wiseau is a legend. I love a bad movie. I can't help it. They're entertaining. But if you're bad and not entertaining and forgettable, poopy garbage. The reason these have 2 stars is because at the very least, while I was viewing it, the experience was enjoyable, but I don't remember this. Hokum started off really, really promising. Really promising. I thought the intro was very strong. I was fascinated. It was giving kind of, what's the word? Jesus Christ, what is that movie everyone loves that I don't like nearly as much? The Shining! It's giving The Shining, right? Which, in spite of my wrong opinion that it's not a good time, I still have a lot of respect for, right? Hokum, like, seemed like it was setting up to be something kind of like that, and then it just fumbled really hard. Like, it was way too long and way too convoluted, and eventually I just got bored of watching it. 10 stream streak! God damn! Thank you, Mega! Thank you, Omega! That is fantastic. I love seeing people come back. I love to know that you guys are so invested. It really makes my day. It really makes my day. A series of movies that are underrated but overrated at the same time? Sharknado. Very true. Fun fact, I've never seen a Sharknado movie, so that might be something we need to add, now that I'm planning to kind of do some more Discord movie nights. We might have to watch one of those. My content makes it easy to come back! You are so sweet! Thank you! I really appreciate it. People consumed that lizard meme and no one knows where it comes from. Thanks, Hoppers. Real. It's real. So real. Okay, now I'm gonna put on just an ambient music list because we've gone through the entire playlist. We've gone through the entire playlist. Surely, I feel like some ads. Yeah, ads are coming up soon. So guys, let's go ahead and take a little water and stretch break. When we come back, we'll start getting into the movies I actually have nice things to say about. And it'll be a good time. So yeah, everybody, take a healthy little break. We're gonna take a healthy little break, fam, and I will see you when we return. we're back. And we're back! Time to chugga some content. Let's go. Content. All right, let me get my little my little background music going. There we go. Very cute. I love the cute vibe. It's fun. It's fun. All right. Where were we? Oh, I'm in the chatting screen right now. I need to go to my game share so you can see my letterboxed. And why don't we just Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this to me? It's just driving me nuts that I can see like the browser bars. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm gonna listen. If I don't do this, I will freak out. I'm sorry. I've been looking at it and I've been really good this whole stream, but like it's starting to fry me. I fear it is beginning to fry me. There we go. Bottom. That sounded so accusatory. Bottom. Oh, look at the bottom, officer. Look at the bottom. He's right there. Stinky boy. What the hell, man? I cropped. Why is it not? What? What is the point if it's just gonna show up that way? Okay, you know what? Eat my asshole. Bum-ba-dum, bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay. Hey, Choo, how's it going? Best smelling chatter. Hello. How are you? I was being adorable as always. Oh, thank you. Thank you, queen. I was shit-talking some movies. We're not gonna crash. We're fine. We're gonna keep pressing on. Okay, Hoppers. Hoppers was great. Very good animated movie. Really cute. I don't have much controversial stuff to say about it. I think some people liked it more than I did, but that's just a matter of taste. Like personal taste. I love a movie with a good environmental theme. I'm a Ghibli fan. I'm a fan of the planet Earth, you know, big fan. Big fan of Earth, the place where I live, so of course, any movie that promotes values that, like, mean I get to keep living, I like that. I like that. Okay, hang on. Okay, we're good. Sorry. What I was saying about Hoppers. There we go. Yeah, I really liked it. Movie good. I guess I didn't have much to say about this one either. Just that it was really cute and fun. The end. Sheep detectives! Okay, sheep detectives, let's go. So if I remember right, this is a Christian movie? Or it was made by a Christian studio? Let's see. Let me make sure I'm not talking out of my ass here. Oh, interesting. Working title films. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've just been seeing a lot of movies that are labeled as from like Angel Studio. Fascinating. Maybe I just see Christian themes everywhere I go now that I've reconverted. It's the guy that directed all the Minions movies? I have to KMS, right? Like, what? Huh? I loved this movie. It was very cute. It had good vibes. Like, yeah, it was really cute. It's a murder mystery. I won't spoil who gets got in case you haven't seen it yet, but, these sheep all these sheep try to solve this murder and like they're trying to guide the human detectives to the solution. And there's this one really smart sheep who always knows, because the farmer always reads them, or the shepherd always reads them mystery novels, and she's just like really good at guessing the way they're gonna end before they're over. So she ends up being like the group leader and like helping them solve the mystery, and it's very, very cute. I really loved this movie. Let's see what my youngest sibling had to say about it, because they write possibly the absolute funniest movie reviews I've ever seen in my life. Was it me? Did I die? Not to my knowledge, professional watcher. Too much bleeding, not enough bleeding. What an excellent time to go down the rabbit hole real quick of my youngest siblings' movie reviews. Also so glad they love Belladonna of Sadness. I probably showed this to them a little too young, considering it's more adult themes. But they said they wanted to be a movie director when they grew up, so I'm just like, here are some of the best movies I've ever seen, and what you do with that knowledge is up to you. They love the movie Tusk. It's the biggest beef that my husband has with my in-laws. Pretty much the only beef, to be spoken of. I mean, he doesn't like that my dad makes me sad, but look how many times, look how many times he's watched and reviewed this. Also, the original review is gone for some reason. They made a review like forever ago, like, where they were like, people hate on this movie all the time, but actually it's totally camp. You just don't understand film. I'm like, damn, bro. So bold, so bold. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Long legs, his legs were regular sized. I want my money back. Okay, hang on. Let me find some of my favorites, because their reviews, honestly, bruh, she needed an apology. Imagine how insecure, or how secure in your acting career you have to be to go from Wolverine to playing a sheep detective. No, he's not the detective. He plays the shepherd. But yes, still. That's when you know you're successful. You can do whatever you want and people still love you. Well, it's a family movie for sure. In spite of it being a murder mystery, like, it's definitely a family movie, and I feel like most like big movie stars can get away with family movies, and they're actually really from a career perspective, I think they can only help your career, because what that does is it introduces you to a young audience who might not know you yet. And then they become, you know, you gotta do something to create nostalgia for them about you in their mind, so that you just have this rolling generational fan base, right? So like their parents loved your movies when they were growing up in like the 90s, and now their kids love you too because they remember you from XYZ family movie, and they'll go to see literally anything you're in because they have fond childhood memories of you. It's actually a very clever move. So as he ages, he's set up for even more success. Have I seen Zardoz? I have not. Tremors, Evolution, Sky High, Eight-Legged Freaks, also good. I have only seen Sky High. That's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Hold up. Let me look up what this movie is. By the way, guys, if you have film suggestions that you think I'd like based on what you're hearing me say in this stream, please, by all means, let me know. Zardoz. What the hell? Oh, it's from the 70s and it looks weird as hell. I'm already on board. Beyond 1984, Beyond 2001, Beyond Love, Beyond Death. In the far future, a savage trained only to kill finds a way into the community of bored immortals that alone preserve humanity's achievements. Watch list. Immediate watch list. Good rec. This looks awesome. And it's Sean Connery! Let's go! Sean Connery in cunty little boy shorts! Oh my god, that's like a full-on speed. That's a banana hammock if I've ever seen one. Bro. I'm dying. That's so funny. I won't read the reviews. I'll read them after, because I bet there's lots of fun memes about it. That's great. Dune 2 was the last movie you watched? Wow, that was forever ago. I've heard of Tremors. Oops. They say there's nothing new under the sun, but under the ground. Val McKee and Earl Bassett are in a fight for their lives when they discover that their desolate town has been infested with gigantic man-eating creatures that live below the ground. That sounds like it can go on my spooky season list. I could watch that. All right, let's see. Alex Strangelove, way too much straight sex for a gay movie, but I enjoyed it. Wow. Let's see. Devil Wears Prada. Venting to a chat box about not having no friends is unfortunately real. That actually sounds interesting. I might watch that. I don't play about this movie. Real. (2008). Oh, this is already on my watch list. Dang. Okay. I wish red pandas were real. Longest movie with the most abrupt ending of all time. That is true. The poster in the school that said aim and achieve. I never noticed that. Anyway, I think most here. Okay, wait. Guys, 2023, this child was 15. In no world should they have been watching this movie. I really fucked up when I showed them Midsommar. When would that have been? That would have been 5 years. I'm a bad person! Bro, I showed my 13-year-old sibling Midsommar. Dude, they said that it was the movie that made them want to be a movie director, but like, oh my god, holy lapse in judgment, Batman. Oh, guys, oh. They turned out fine. They're a very well-adjusted young person. Like, they're way more mentally stable than I was at that age, so I can't have messed them up too bad, but like, whoopsie daisy, bro. My parents let me watch The Exorcist at 14, though, and my mom still insists that's, like, the scariest movie of all time, so... Hereditary is a great movie, too, if you're into artsy movies. I disagree. I hated it. I actually really hated Hereditary. Like, I can admit that it's good, but I hated it, personally. Like, there are good movies that I hate. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. What a movie. Okay, I need to see what they thought about Requiem for a Dream. At first, I was going to give this movie 3 stars because it was so repetitive and vague and confusing, but then I realized that is the point. The point is to make you feel like you are on drugs, and it worked. Plot-wise, I don't know, it was a lot, but the imagery and sound effects are a vibe. So, fun fact about this movie, I had quit smoking before I watched it, but my ex-husband hadn't. And he was already asleep because we were on like opposite schedules when I watched this movie. And I finished it, and the ending left me so shaken and empty that I was like, I need a cigarette. And I went outside and I smoked like 3 cigarettes in a row just thinking about it and trying to calm down. That sucked. Oh, that was quite an experience. I was like, this is, once seeing this movie was more than enough, but it is a good film. The Babadook is another artsy movie that I was indifferent about. I loved The Babadook. It has its problems, but like warts and all, I love The Babadook. Hey, so don't watch this movie with your mom. Also, maybe don't watch it at all. It was not very good. If they said Mamma Mia a few more times, would have been a 5-star rating on my part. Let me find the really, like, there are some that I really, really love. Bullet Train, what? We're watching that tonight, by the way. We're watching that tonight, probably around, like, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 o'clock, Eastern. We're watching Bullet Train together in the Discord server, so what a great time to mention, if you're not in the Discord server, what are you even doing? Be sure to get in there. It is 18 plus though. I'm just not into artsy horror movies most times. See, I love quote unquote elevated horror. It's very fun to me. I love like a movie that you can really engage intellectually with, and I don't shame. The difference between me and other film bros is I do not shame anyone for not liking a movie. I do not assume they're not intelligent enough to appreciate a movie. Like, that shit pisses me off. I'm sorry. It's like my biggest movie pet peeve, right next to invalidating anyone who says a movie is scary by saying, you should watch a Serbian film if you think that's scary. Like, acting as if anything that's not a Serbian film is child's play. I'm like, actually, no. I don't need to subject myself to 2 hours of sexual violence in the name of making a point about war. I actually don't need to do that, ever. And there are movies that are really scary. But also what's weird is these film bros that say that, like, the Serbian film, a Serbian film, rather, sorry, better get that article right, to prove I know my stuff. There are people that say a Serbian film is the scariest movie ever, and then we'll turn around and just, like, you know, make assault jokes or, like, not believe women about their assaults. And I'm like, so wait, you recognize the inherent terror of sexual violence, but you don't, like, actually hold those values in everyday life. That's kind of bunked. I don't like that. Maybe that's not, and I know that's not every person who is a fan of that film. Like, I have friends that enjoyed that film, but it's just like, there's a stereotype, and I hate the stereotypical Serbian film fan. You grew up on old slashers, queen. Give me Jason butchering teens at a summer camp any day. Yeah. I didn't really watch a lot of slashers as a kid, although my first horror movie rather, that I ever saw was Nightmare on Elm Street, and that one's really, really good. Very, very good. I watched the remake of the first Pokemon movie the other day out of curiosity, and damn, the art style was hilariously off-putting. Ah! What the frick? What are those? What are those? Bro, was this made with AI? What is this? Why are the eyes so narrow? Who is responsible for this? Oh my god. Okay, wait. We gotta watch the trailer, fam. We gotta watch the trailer. Hang on. One sec. We're gonna watch the trailer for this because I am shaken to my core. Hold on. Going over here. Netflix is responsible? Jesus Christ, aren't they always? Ain't they always responsible when shit like this happens? Okay, let's watch this trailer.
If somebody wants to battle, why not?
Oh my god, Captain Usopp.
Squirtle, you were great.
At least the voice acting is still on point.
The strongest Pokemon in existence.
Hell yeah.
You too. That is your name.
Ah!
Strike back against you.
No! Like, I'm gonna be so for real. Why not just get the people that animated the games to do it?
The world's greatest Pokemon trainer invites you.
This is uncanny.
The greatest trainer in the world is across the sea. We've just gotta get over there.
This is like if they took Superbook and made it 3D. You guys remember Superbook? It's that Bible anime.
We have given life to you using the rarest of Pokemon as a basis.
If weak humans are allowed to govern, the world is headed for ruin. Which of you will oppose me first?
I'm not liking this at all.
Okay, Jessie still eats though. Unsurprisingly, Jessie looks great in any art style. But I will also say, I don't love that they're remaking a movie featuring Jessie. It just feels wrong now that the original voice actress is dead. I gave money to that campaign and everything. She had to get a GoFundMe for her medical bills. To give you an idea of how little voice actors make, by the way, the original voice actress for Jessie had to make a GoFundMe to pay her medical bills and still died. So, there's that. Oh, did it come out before she passed? Because didn't this just come out or did it not? Original Jessie voice actress Pokemon. Michelle Knotts. Pokemon Mewtwo. Oh, I guess it could have. I don't remember how long ago that was. It was. Okay, this did come out before she passed. Was she in it? Because she was sick at that time, I do believe. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, no, not the original. The remake. Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's crazy naming your first movie Someone Strikes Back. Can you imagine if A New Hope was called The Empire Strikes Back? Like, who is the Empire and what did they do before? I don't know, weird choice. Okay. Jenny, Brock, Ash, Jessie. Okay, she was in it. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, may she rest in peace. Jessie is my comfort character. Jessie is my comfort character. I thought it came out last year. I didn't even know they remade it until literally just now, so... It's all news to me. It's all news to me. Okay, let's see. What else? Going down. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. Fat bad, let's give kids eating disorders. No, but seriously, if you stigmatize being big, of course overweight kids are going to hate their lives. Maybe try pointing out the faults of the food industry without simultaneously shaming those affected by it and putting me to sleep in my health class. Yo! My siblings are so base, dude. I love them so much. 2 hours of my life, if omitted, would not give me lasting depression. Thanks, Heath Ledger. Thanks for making me want to effing kill myself. It was really good. Romeo and Juliet. Definitely one of the gayest movies I've ever seen, and I watched Brokeback Mountain last month. They write just great one-liners, dude. Like, great one-line movie reviews. And honestly, like, that's my favorite Letterboxd style of reviews. I write the same kind of reviews. Can't believe Catherine died a horrible death. Manifesting. There's one... Their Sound of Music one is the one that really kills me. Let's see if I can find it. Yeesh. Oh? Okay. Okay, let's see. They/them detransitioning ASAP. They're so funny. Also, I turned my music off, so now I'm just sitting here in silence while you guys watch me scroll, and I bet you're, like, bored as hell. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, I did not enjoy it. Oh, someone said Sinners earlier, like, way earlier. I really loved Sinners. It was fun, and that scene just slaps, dude. That scene where, you know what scene I'm talking about, I guess, probably. The one where the Irish vampire is, like, doing river dance and everyone's dancing around him. That gives me chills, even now. Even now. Where is it? Hee hee, holy mackerel. Blah, 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 blah. Like, so many of them are so funny, but I can't find... Okay, they didn't like Hereditary either. I am so proud. Okay. Oh, so this is like the people on Letterboxd if they were chefs. That's what kills me. They watched Tusk twice, almost back to back. Yeah, it's their favorite movie of all time. They've written like 6 reviews of this movie on this website. That's one of my other favorite things about following them on here, is that, like, every once in a while I'll just see a new review for Tusk pop up, and I still haven't watched it even though they've told me a million times that I have to. The cast, The Mist, I just watched this one and it's crazy that this is so true. The cast was an entire town of people and it just barely managed to pass the Bechdel test. Yeah, The Menu rocks. The Menu is one of my favorite movies, honestly. It's at least in my top 10. Like, I really love it. I haven't seen the VHS movies, but I recently listened to the Pod Mortem episodes about it. And I really need to go back and watch it because I love a found footage movie. I love a found footage movie, and I've been telling myself for a while, specifically because a lot of horror movies are this. Oh, sorry, hang on. I have automod on for that particular, word. Sorry. Sorry, I have that word auto-modded. But you watch James Bond is what I got out of that message. That's rad, that's rad. Good Boys. Come on, where is it? Also, Knives Out is so, I love the whole Knives Out series. Oh my god. We're gonna get back to my list for new movies this year momentarily. I'm just trying to find my favorite review of theirs. Where is it? Maybe I should just look up the damn movie, but I'm afraid I'll miss, because I went through once and just screenshotted all of my favorites of theirs. Good lord. Let's see. Oh god, The Village is so good. Guys, I know a lot of people think Shyamalan is cringe, but I really love Shyamalan. Did you guys see Trap? Because that shit was amazing. Like, it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I loved every minute of it. So fun. Here it is! This is my favorite one! It's so short! Julie Andrews scratches at my enclosure. So apparently, they really like Julie Andrews, and this is how I found out. I just saw this pop up in my feed. I was like, all right, pop off, king. Like, man, it's just so fun. No woman has ever acted like this in real life. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's so fun. I didn't know they made a movie based on the musical. That's so cool. They're so cute. Yeah, if you want to follow someone who puts out really cute one-liner reviews on Letterboxd, this is your friend right here. This is your homie. Love them. Love them so much. Listen, they are my whole world. If anything ever happened to them, I would first kill the dude that did it, and then I would KMS because I can't live life without them. It would genuinely be meaningless. You know what I want? A movie about Shia LaBeouf where he's playing himself as a cannibal living in the woods. Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf! He's brandishing a knife! Shia LaBeouf! What are your thoughts on the animated Seth Rogen film Sausage Party? It's one of like 4 movies in my life I've walked out on after purchasing a ticket. I've walked out on a couple movies, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And that is one of them. Yeah. I think I watched most of it, but at a point I was just like, this is not getting any better, and I could be doing literally anything else with my time right now, and frankly, I really wish I was, so I just got up and left. I'm like, this ain't worth it. This ain't worth it. Almost walked out at the opening on my mama. Okay, so we're gonna talk about a Seth Rogen movie here in a little bit, and I'm gonna disagree with you that he's not funny at all, but like, yeah, movies he's written are a little... Some of them are a little questionable, for sure. I can see why someone would say that, and like, in matters of personal taste, you would be justified. The reviews are hilarious. Also, I'd live for that type of Letterboxd review. Dude, me too. Me too. That's why I was so excited when they finally got a Letterboxd account, because I'm like, kid, you are one of the funniest people I've ever met. Like, this website was made for you. My friends and I showed up late to see a Fast and the Furious film and got stuck seeing Sausage Party. You want to hear the most diabolical thing I ever did as a middle schooler? So Oh, this is so sad. This girl is dead now, and that makes me even sadder about it. So when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, we had this friend, named Nisa, and she wanted to go to the movies for her birthday. So we're like, all right, hell yeah, we're gonna go see Wild Hogs. If you haven't seen that movie, it's another one that I don't think would hold up today, but at the time was like really hilarious and everyone was really excited about it. I'm pretty sure the theater was packed when we went. Like, we had to sit against the wall. They like oversold tickets for the movie. I lived in a very small town as a kid, so like they were always doing that shit shit like that. Like, what are fire codes? You know what I'm saying? So we went to see this movie Wild Hogs, and we all showed up at the time the movie was meant to start, and because it sold so fast, like the movie sold out, and she got there like 10 minutes late, and she's like, someone needs to trade with me. Guys, someone trade with me so I can go with everyone into the movie and da-da-da. And I'm just like, no. We were just like, no. There weren't even ticket takers at the door, so I don't know why she didn't just, you know, buy her ticket to get into the building and then just sneak in, but that's beside the point. So, you know what else was playing at the same time that she then had to go see herself? Norbit. You guys know what Norbit is? Guys. Guys. It's maybe the most 2007 movie of all time. Check it out! It's Eddie Murphy! Playing Eddie Murphy and fat woman Eddie Murphy. And I'm just like, wow, this is so 2007, so she had to go see this alone while we were all in the Wild Hogs movie, and I felt even worse because she was like the only person of color in our friend group, so it low-key, now that I'm an adult, feels a little racially charged too, and I'm just like, oh no! But my excuse is everyone is a terrible person before the age of like 15 minimum. I feel terrible. Yeah, that's what, dude, is it my fault she died? Did she die because we made her go watch Norbit by herself on her birthday? Like, did I do that? No, hard drugs did that, but still, I'm like, did she abuse drugs in order to forget that experience? Like, looks like we have Nutty Professor at home. Yes, it does. And he was the Nutty Professor too, at least in the remake. Have you guys ever seen the original Nutty Professor though? That one's pretty solid. That one's pretty freaking solid. One of my fave Letterboxd reviews is for Ben-Hur, and it's their Google search history throughout the movie. History of the World Part 1 is also a classic. Letterboxd. I'm gonna open up a new one so I don't forget to eventually get back to movies I saw this year. Over the last 4 years, our friend group has watched Norbit every November 1st. We call it Norbvember. I still, to this day, have not seen that movie, and that's absolutely insane to me. Your friend group sounds awesome. It sounds like you're an awesome company. I actually respect that so hard. My November movie tradition is every Thanksgiving I watch The Punk Singer because I'm thankful for Kathleen Hanna and because it was a movie that I found for free when I was working at a call center on Thanksgiving. There were hardly any calls coming in. It was kind of pointless for anyone to be there in the first place, so I passed the time by watching documentaries, and that one came across my feed. So yeah, now I watch it every year on Thanksgiving, or around Thanksgiving. I love Norbit. It's so stupid it circles back to funny. How similar would you say it is to Shallow Hal? Because just looking at like the advertising and the characters, it kind of strikes me as like, you know, Shallow Hal for black people, because film hadn't quite been desegregated then. I said what I said. It's very different. Oh, okay. We drink when every time we hear how you doing. Oh, interesting. Maybe maybe we'll have to share your tradition in the server. Maybe I'll get everyone else together too, and we'll watch Norbit, and then we can compare notes. You can bring back your notes from your friend group from your watch through this year. Awesome. Okay, so we left off at the Sheep Detectives, which I loved. Guys, I saw the last Jackass movie ever recently, and as someone who didn't grow up with Jackass, are there any men in the chat that can confirm for me if this was the male experience in like the early 2000s? Like, did you guys just try to kill each other every time you hung out? Because this is insane. This is insane. What do you mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it, most of it, but there were parts of this movie I had to like squeeze my eyes shut and tell Ivan to tell me when it was finished. Is anyone worried about spoilers for the Jackass movie? Speak now in chat or forever hold your peace, because I have some things to say. Going once. Waiting. Being respectful. I don't think my lag is that bad, so I'm gonna assume that if you have concerns about me spoiling the Jackass movie for you, that you have already moved along or muted or whatever, or you've decided you don't care. So listen, the parts that I had to close my eyes for, okay, so the poop cocktail, I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, dude. Like, I have a thing about poop, right? And there was a lot of poop in this movie, so pretty much any time there was poop stuff, basically, so they didn't drink poop, thankfully. That was not what was going on in this clip, at least not intentionally, because what happened was they put a guy in a porta potty and then attached it to bungee cords and just flung it up and down. So it was like, that was the joke, is like, it's a cocktail shaker. They put a guy in a porta pot and he's just, and by the end he's all covered in, oh my god. I would not have survived being a young man in the early 2000s. Like, it was not pleasing to me in any way. And again, I did generally enjoy the movie, but that part, and the part where they did, they made them all drink like super strength laxative and then play Twister with like clear pants on. Like they had plastic pants to catch the poop. So they didn't poop all over everybody while they were playing Twister. But oh my god, it was so gross. There's like poop soup running down his legs and it's really bad. And people are like throwing up and I'm just like, I cannot. Did they really run that stunt again? So I don't remember if in the movie it was a, like, extended footage, because the movie is like a mix of new footage that they're doing and, like, footage that no one in a million years would let air when they recorded it, so it was, like, hidden away in their archives. So yeah, like, I don't know if it was just extended footage or new footage from the time they ran it in the past, or if they just did a reshoot with people who weren't on the cast when they did it originally. But yeah, it was so disgusting. This type of shit is why I reject manhood, TM. Yeah, not an R friend group to clarify. Oh, I missed a long message, hang on. We had demolition derbies when I was 10, where we would skateboard down a big-ass hill and just slam each other off of them. I once ate a face full of mailbox because of that. Yeah, so my best friend when I was in, like, middle school was a dude. And when I say dude, I mean that with, like, a capital D. Like, this skateboarding down stupidly high hills and body slamming into each other type shit absolutely sounds like something he would have done. Absolutely. And the boy had no fat insulation, so he like broke all his bones once in a wrestling match. It was crazy. He didn't break all his bones. He just snapped his arm clean in half. It's whatever. But yeah, it was stupid, man. Boys be doing stupid stuff. I don't know, man. Like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I have a high pain tolerance, but like I am not in a hurry to test that out. But yeah, I can't do pee stuff. Pee isn't nearly as bad, but I can't do poop stuff. And it grossed me out. It made my skin crawl. So yeah, there were parts of this movie that were very uncomfortable. Obviously, because that's Jackass, right? But weirdly, it was really touching because it, like, I don't know, like, it really captured an era, I think. Like, I don't know, it just felt like the end of an era, and I didn't even watch Jackass growing up, man. What's, Filipino movie is interesting sometimes? I don't know what you mean by that. Also, it looks like my chats from the old YT are not showing up in my mixed chat. So hang on, guys. I feel super rude. I feel super rude ignoring the YouTubes. In before they make another Jackass for the money in a couple of years. Dude, these men are gonna be 70. I truly believe if these men make another movie, it will kill at least half of them. It will kill at least half of them. It certainly will kill Johnny Knoxville. I think Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O would not survive another Jackass film. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell, bro. Okay, how do I restart Caster? Because it's not working. Nobody say anything funny and cute for a second. I gotta restart my Caster. Guys, don't you dare be adorable and funny. Hang on. I swear to God, if I miss it, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset, guys. Don't do it. Don't be cute. Don't be cute. Okay, I think I got it back. Hang on. Let me open my thing. You do not currently have a live stream on TikTok. Good. It'll kill my frame rate. I still have to break the news to my guy that I'm not streaming on TikTok anymore, and I'll probably not be able to stay in my TikTok agency, but oh well. Only adorable one here is Choo. Oh my god, they're talking about me. Thank you. But yeah, great movie. I really hope we are all uggle when we bask in the glory of Choo. You guys are too sweet. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. It looks like we have an ad break coming up. So I'm just gonna finish talking about this one real quick. We'll take a, like, 2-minute break. Again, stretch, potty, do what you gotta do, and then we'll be back. Next on the list is Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. But yeah, for these men's health, I really and truly hope this is actually the last one this time. Because holy crap, I didn't think they were gonna make it through this one. And all that being said, let us now move to our regularly scheduled ad break. Boop. And I will see y'all here in like 2 minutes or so. Yeah, BRB. It gave you the same movie ad 3 times in a row? Was it for Jackass? Was it for Jackass? Oh my god. Yeah. So where were we? We did Jackass. We talked about Jackass. Now... Girl, I wish. Oh my god, what was it? What movie was it? I'm so curious. Let's see here. We got... Where did my list go? Ah, yes. Okay, so that's Jackass. Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, Ryan Gosling, automatically gets 1 star because Ryan, like, it is awarded, rather, I should say. Some action movie with Ridley Scott. I paid 0.1% attention. Let's see if I can figure out which one it is. I don't remember if that's one Ivan likes or not. Hang on. I gotta, here, I'm gonna message him right now. I'm gonna message him right now and ask. Do you fuck with Ridley Scott? Let's find out. I'm gonna say, there are way cooler Scots out there, am I right, fellas? Am I right, fellas? Way cooler Scots than Ridley Scott? Cough, cough. Guys, what I'm saying is, y'all need to follow Scooty Lou here, our friendo. This is the guy. This is the man, Fran. This is the man, Fran. Oh, he's the one that made Napoleon? I don't fuck with it. That movie sucked. Robin Hood, okay. Where... Let's see. This? No. Gladiator 2. The Martian. Oh. Well, The Martian is pretty good, actually. I kind of liked The Martian. And also, I haven't rated it. I'll give it a 4, just based on general vibes of the memory I have of it. He's not actually Scottish, but he just thinks Scottish is cool. If you lurk my stream, I'll give you a big wet kiss on the mouth, dear viewers. He's a pretty decent kisser, guys. You should probably listen to him. Bro. Let's see. Where were we? Mel Brooks. What about Mel Brooks? Stop! I'm sorry! Ah, you're right. That was weird. I'm so sorry. Shatter! Hello! How are you, friend? How's it going? You doing good, friend? Project Hail Mary. Yeah, so what I was saying is it automatically is awarded 1 star immediately for Ryan Gosling. I love this man with my whole heart. I could stare into his eyes for hours on end. He's beautiful. He's Babby boy. And look how adorable his shaggy sandy hair is in this movie. Now, hi, heard we kissing. I'm doing all right. Just enjoying some lunch. Hope stream's doing well. Yo, in a post-COVID world though, careful. I just saw Microwave Massacre 0, the homepage, and was reminded of the clip from Aqua Teen. All of these are certainly words. As to whether I understand them, Blaziken, I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, I know what Aqua Teen Hunger Force is, but like, I don't, for some reason my brain will not process what you wrote. Okay, but yeah, this was great. Really loved it. It's based on a book that I guess Ivan read and really liked. Apparently they cut down some of the stuff about the like relationship between him and one of the government baddies he was working with. And it was like more developed in the book, so I do need to go back and read that. The book is pretty much always better than the movie, we all know that. But I just simply have not read this one, guys. But it was very cute and very moving, and it made me very happy at the end. It made me very happy. It was very sweet, you know what I'm saying? Fair enough. I wish I wasn't perceiving that myself. I loved Ryan Gosling and Barbie. Yes. He's so good in Barbie. He's so good in Barbie. What was it? Oh, yeah. I am Kenuff. I am Kenuff. I want that sweater so bad. I wanted to get one for a while called I am Steenuff. I think that would be fun. The cool goth intern at my work is working on knitting the fox sweater from Project Hail Mary, and her cat is named Spooky Ghosty Babe. That's so cute. That's adorable. I wish there were goth baddies at my job, but alas, the business is run by a Christian man, and I don't think he's into goth baddies, so he doesn't hire them. Very sad. Many such cases. No, but for real, he's fine. He's not discriminatory as far as I can tell, but he does make really poor hiring decisions, I'm just gonna say. Other than when he hired me, of course, because I'm very hardworking and cute and good at my job. You have that sweater? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think John Cena is gonna be the new Ryan Gosling because damn, he is everywhere now. What was the movie? Someone was just talking about like an iconic character that he is slated to play, and I can't remember what it was. Hold up. John Cena. Huh. Okay, I need to go to IMDb, I think, if I'm gonna look for new releases. Hold on. Hold on, John Cena. Oh god, Heads of State was such a garbage movie. Okay. But ironically, like, I did not like Heads of State, which I've heard was kind of popular, but I loved Ricky Stenicki. I really did. I really loved Ricky Stenicki. I can't even lie. I'm so sorry. Upcoming. No, like, someone said he was gonna be playing a character in something. Or he had played a character in something, and I was like, no effing way. And I said, I'll look that up later to see if it's true. And then I just, like, absolutely did not. Absolutely did not. Well, anyway. Matchbox the movie? Like, wait, maybe this is what... Oh my god, no. Are you so for real? Is this a Matchbox, like, merchandise? Like the cars? Like the ones you could put in the freezer and they would change colors? Wait. Explain. What is Matchbox the movie about? CIA operative, childhood friends, drugged, kidnapped. They must embark on a high-speed... Okay, wait. Is Matchbox the movie connected? Not Matchbox 20. Toy cars. Ah! Mattel! Come on! Barbie was lightning in a bottle. Don't do this. Don't do this, bro. Ah, okay. That man taught me to never give up, but damn, he should probably give up at this point. I don't know. I liked him in Peacemaker. I thought he was pretty darn good. Did we not like Peacemaker, boys and girls? Huh? There are starving children in China that would love Peacemaker, all right? But yeah, Project Hail Mary, good. I don't have much more to say about it. I love a good sci-fi. Here's where I start having a lot to say. Yo, all right, did anybody see The Drama? The Drama starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Because holy crap, you guys. Ivan did not like it. I was a big fan. I think John Cena is going to stay far away from China, Choo. Wait, why? What? Is he racist? Why does John Cena hate China? Apologizing to China? I don't think he should have apologized. I I do not think he should have apologized to China for not respecting their illusion of imperialist authority, but that's just me. I don't know. But I also don't know enough about China. No, right? Like, I don't know. It's a complex geopolitical issue, and I'm just a funny VTuber train girl, so don't take it with too much seriousness, but, like, that does not sound like something he needs to apologize for. Sorry, it just doesn't to me. I wish my shoulders shrugged. I wish I could shrug my shoulders on this model, because, like, that's the biggest shrug in the world to me. He accidentally recognized Taiwan's independence. Okay, yeah, he speaks fluent Mandarin. Okay, good, because you had me worried that this cinnamon bun of a man, was imperfect. Anyway, I mean, he's a human, obviously he's imperfect, but you guys know what I mean. Moving on. Nah. Witness the wedding of the year. Spoiler alert. Oh my god. Okay. The shrug would send the robo-collar into your head. That's true. That's true. I'm very restricted. I've been restricted. But anyway, as for the drama, so I'm gonna give spoilers for this movie. So if you plan on seeing it and that's gonna bug you, it is something you find out relatively early in the movie. It's the primary plot of the movie, but if you want to go in completely blind, now would be the time to mute. Does the new model can into shrug? I'm not sure yet, because she's in the rigging step now. Let me look at what her rigs usually entail while I talk about the drama. So, in the drama, these two characters are madly in love, right? They're gonna get married, all their friends are together because it's their wedding weekend. And basically, they're talking about, like, oh, tell us your darkest secret. Like, what's your most fucked up secret? And one of them, like, if I remember, like, she, like, left a girl to die or something, or, like, did a hit and run or something. Let's see. What secret did the best friend tell in the drama? Oh, okay, she locked a child in the closet when she was younger and let the parents panic during a search party. So she essentially, and if I remember right, the child was mentally disabled. So she locked a mentally... Oh, John Cena, Johnny Bravo, thank you! That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, I just heard he was gonna be playing someone iconic in some kind of, like, spin-off, and I couldn't remember what it was. That was it. He's gonna be Johnny Bravo! Okay, so Zendaya. It's going good, Ruben. I hope you're well. So, in the drama, this woman, like, locked it, not Zendaya's character, but this woman locked, like, a disabled child in a closet and then didn't say anything while everyone panicked and looked for this kid. And then they're like, well, what are your guys' darkest secrets? Come on! And Zendaya's like, yeah, so, like, when I was 15, I planned to, bring a certain object to a school and commit a certain act, you know? You catch my drift. I gotta be quiet about it, but that's what she said, right? And her friend, like, freaks out, and then, like, it's the story of how Robert Pattinson, like, cannot deal with that, revelation. So it just explodes the whole relationship, and, like, her maid of honor starts hating her because she had a family member she was close to that died from, like, that kind of violence. And it's just a really interesting film, but it's also a film about, like, unconditional love in a way, because you can tell that he's really struggling to accept her, and by the end of the movie, like, that's what I won't spoil. I won't spoil the ending, but, like, it's honestly, like, really beautiful in a really messed up way. Oh wait, Zendaya did a different thing then, wow. She didn't actually carry it out. So that's the other thing. The secret she tells is that she planned one and then ultimately decided not to do it. But they're sitting there and they're just like, so how far did you get? And it shows her, like, making the video, you know, every person who does this for some reason has to make some dumbass manifesto video. We're talking, like, Elliot Rodgers and stuff, right? So it shows her, like, making her little manifesto tape, and I'm just like, it's crazy. I think it's considered a dark comedy. Oh, what just happened? Mel, thank you for the raid. Welcome aboard, Raiders. I don't know, if you know me or not. If you're familiar with Mel, you may, but just in case, my name is Choo-chan, and I am the conduct droid that can take you to any destination you desire on my lovely little magic train. I like to stream a lot of Pokemon Champions and Uma Musume, but I also try to keep a third and sometimes even a fourth day of the week open for variety streams, such as testing out indie games that have sponsored me, or doing just chatting streams like this. So today we are talking about our favorite movies, and like I'm explaining my thoughts on every movie that I've seen that's new this year. You're welcome to hang out and share your opinions and chat with us. If you have to run and take care of yourself, that's cool too. I will take good care of your kids, Mel, trust. But yeah. If you guys are sticking around, please, by all means, tell me, how did your stream go? What did you guys play? Did you do anything fun? Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep talking about this messed up movie. So, yeah, it was really interesting. Like, I do believe it's considered a dark comedy. So if you hate that, any of those days involve playing the games I recommended to you. So here's the problem. Everyone has recommended me at this point like 15 games, and it is going to take me a very long time to get through all of them. Like, I have multiple recommendations from you, multiple recommendations from Fitz, multiple recommendations from Echelon. I cannot plausibly get to everything on stream, but I will try to do some stuff in my spare time at least to get through them. And also, hello, Cantaloupe! Hello, welcome aboard! My other big challenge is, my personal GTA 6 is coming out. It's not actually GT6, it's the first new Princess Maker game in 18 years. I didn't think this would ever happen after Gainax went under, because it is a Gainax property, but they licensed it to another company. It's officially licensed and approved by Gainax. It's being produced by a different company, and I am so excited for it to come out next month. It just dropped on me out of nowhere on my Twitter timeline today, or last night, and I absolutely freaked out. I almost choked on my pizza. I was so excited, dude. I was so excited. They're bringing back all the best parts of Princess Maker 2. On top of, like, having the cutest character design for any princess I've seen yet in the game series. I am so freaking stoked. But yeah, final word. Yeah. If you don't think that there's any way a movie about such a heavy subject matter can approach comedy in any reverent way, you need to reconsider and watch this movie for sure. I think people really slept on it when it came out, and I really do think more people need to see it. Its runtime is nearly perfect. I believe in the 90-minute rule. If it's 90 minutes and you've told a complete story, like, you need to end your movie. Don't get excessive with it. And it's under 2 hours. The game you were hyping up, yeah, it sounds like I was gonna say, like, if you mean that about the movie, damn, bro. That's crazy work. But no, yeah, the movie is great. The game is gonna be greater. Here's another one I don't think anyone has seen but me. Jim Paw! This is the gayest film of the year. And I really enjoyed it. So it's got this guy, aka the new Dumbledore, aka the guy that played Barney's dad on How I Met Your Mother. I saw this at my favorite indie theater in Boise. It was it's called The Flicks. If for some God forbidden reason you are in Boise, you need to go see a film at The Flicks. It is probably the greatest indie theater in the country, aside from Studio One in Portland, Oregon. Wonderful, wonderful theater. And this was a really fun viewing experience. So basically, this woman is Hannah. This is her non-binary kid, Francis. And this is Jim Paw, right? His name is Jim, and he's this kid's grandpa, so they call him Jim Paw. It's an interesting movie because basically, like, Hannah's parents don't necessarily, or Hannah specifically, doesn't want to let her kid go live with Jim Paw, but Francis really wants to go live with Jim Paw for a little while because they feel that, like, France will be more accepting of them gender-wise. They're originally from Australia. They just feel like it would be a better environment for them, and Hannah's like, no, absolutely not. But like, she won't tell them outright absolutely not. She's basically like, well, we're gonna go visit Jim Pa, and you're gonna see that he's actually a huge douchebag, and you won't want to do that anymore. So they go, and like, basically Jim Pa is a gay man, and he was gay throughout the AIDS epidemic. He abandoned her mother, and went to France to be gay there because it was more accepting. And so they like, oh, also you were playing BioShock? I haven't played that myself yet. I so missed your message. I'm sorry. That's a fun one though. I had it on Xbox in high school, but I never finished it. But yeah, so he's gay as hell. He moved to France. He was is still into the leather scene. And it really shows interesting, like, it's cool because it gives you a glimpse into the life of our gay elders and like what their experience in the queer community was versus what our experience might be today. It deals with exploring some of the nuance of polyamory. I won't really get into how it does that because that's part of the fun I had going into this film blind. Like literally I just heard, oh, it's a movie about a non-binary kid and their gay grandpa, and I was like, sick, I'm in. And that's all I needed to know. It's a very quiet movie. The main character, or one of the main characters, Hannah, is a writer, and she told her agent, she's like, I want to write a book without conflict. And they're like, that's not how compelling literature works, Hannah. You have to have some kind of conflict in your book. She's like, why not just tension? Why does there have to be direct conflict? And so that's kind of the thesis of this film. And it's just a really interesting, cool movie, and the character dynamics go stupid, and I cried like a million times in the theater, and it was just beautiful. So if you overlooked this one, trying to read but my goofy eyes can't see it, I guess I can try. How do I do that? How do I zoom? Okay, don't laugh at me. Is that better? Is that any better? Is that better? You're welcome! You're welcome. Anyway, it good. It very good. I really had a great time. Not just because of the theater experience, although every movie I see at the Flicks is very deeply special to me, and I always remember the viewing experience. So yeah, definitely go check this one out sometime. Obsession. You guys knew I saw it. Everyone saw it. We had to talk about it. Oh no, I think my pat pats are on the wrong side. I got it. I got it in time. We're still getting pat pats. This is awesome. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop-boop-boo. Can I link these two objects so they, like, never get separated ever again? Hold up. Because that pisses me off every time. Group! Yeah! Perfect. Let's do that here, too. Where's that option over here? Properties, source projector, transition, blending mode. How did I do that? Oh no! Order? I guess it just won't let me do that in vertical. That's really weird. Okay, whatever. Whatever, I can live with it. It's fine. I like never move my model in vertical anyway. Okay, so Obsession. Yes, we all saw this movie, right? Like, I swear to God, I don't think it's possible to spoil this movie. Basic plot synopsis, this creepy-ass guy here. Okay, I guess I'm just a bad person because I do not feel the need to crucify this man as hard as the entire internet did. I think he's an imperfect person, but everyone's like, he's a bad dude. He's bad. He's awful. And I'm just like, would you honestly believe or want to believe, like, in a supernatural force manipulating someone into loving you and holding them captive because you read a Reddit post? Like, be for real with me right now. Would you actually believe it? Or would you believe, oh, I guess she's just really into me and maybe has, like, a fucked up air bubble in her brain or something? Okay? Like, I think we're too hard on this dude. I really do. That being said, if everything is as you guys described it, first problem is reading a Reddit post. I didn't. He did. He read a Reddit post. Like, basically, so here's what happens. He buys this One Wish Willow thing from the store. Let me start at the beginning. Beginning of the movie, his cat dies, right? He's laying around sad. He talks to Nikki, and she's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Also, I just lost my crystal necklace down the drain. He's like, oh no, that's so sad. So he goes out to replace her crystal necklace. He wants to go buy her a gift. This is his friend from work. They clearly hang out and have some kind of relationship, right? So he goes and he wants to buy her a crystal necklace. Yes, he's obsessed with her. Okay, he's obsessed with her, right? So he goes out to buy her a necklace, and while he's at the store, he sees this thing called the One Wish Willow. And it's like, you only get one wish, and what you do is you make your wish, you snap the twig in half, and then you should get your wish, right? So, he goes with Nikki, and they hang out or whatever, and then he takes her home, and he's like kind of trying to get out the sentence that he likes her, and she's just annoyed with him, which I read as, like, I want to have the conversation with you about you liking me, and you're just too pussy to spit it out, and that's upsetting to me because I want to talk with you about it. And everyone else read it as, oh my god, she clearly doesn't like him, and da-da-da, and I know, like, some folks are like, oh, she told me she saw you as a sister, but if I remember right, like, that came from someone who was hella jealous of them being close. I couldn't, like, both of their mutual friends seem to not want them together. And so I'm just like, again, like, how are we gonna say? Anyway, so then he, realizing he fumbled while she's going inside, he wishes, I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone else in the world. Okay, that's the wish. That's a wish. Have we not all made that wish with our unattainable crush? Like, this movie really made me wonder, like, after seeing the internet's reaction to it, I'm like, well, I guess I'm just a piece of shit for my internal thoughts, right? Because I've had that feeling before. I've made that wish in my heart of hearts. But apparently it's unacceptable and makes you a bad person. So, yeah, I watched this movie. And then, you know, she comes back, she becomes obsessed with him, then it becomes apparent something is not quite right. Like, they're making out and stuff, and then she has a moment where she's like, oh my god, what the hell? And she, like, snaps out of it for a second, and then she's back in, and he's like, oh, wow, she's acting really weird. And people act as if, like, at that moment, he should have known that he was doing something wrong. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, because she had a random fit, you know? Do you think if you had the context of the Willow actually be doing it, it kind of makes it different? So that's the other thing. He bought it because it looked like a cute little toy. He didn't expect it to actually do anything, dude. Like, that's the other thing. Be so for real. Like, would you believe by doing that it would actually work? Or would you believe, man, I'm frustrated in this moment and this is gonna give me a little bit of comfort and a slight sense of control, even though I know it's just a dumb toy and probably isn't gonna work? Because that would be my thought. Because I'm a normal, sane person. Like, come on, man. So then, she acts weird, and people act as if though her having that moment where she's confused and panicking means he's a bad person because, you know, like, he still went through with things, and I'm just kind of like, he wouldn't have known, dude. He might have just thought she was playing a weird joke, right? He looks it up on Reddit, and he's like, does this actually work? Does this actually work? I don't know if this works. And then people are like, don't buy it, it totally works, and da-da-da. And I'm just like, again, you're gonna believe something because a Reddit post told you so, you know. But apparently a lot of people out there would just sight unseen, unquestioningly believe a Reddit post because we're supposed to believe that Bear is a terrible person based on just the fact that he does, you know, or doesn't rather. And, you know, then later on it becomes more apparent that she doesn't like him. But if I remember right, at that point, he kind of stops engaging with her romantically. And he's kind of just trying to survive her and the embarrassment of being with her because she's so possessive. And I kind of, people want this to be about victimization, and I think that they're missing some points. I think that, frankly, like, I think this is meant to say more about toxic relationships than it is about toxic men, but no one's really ready for that conversation. And yes, there's a victim here. There is an undoubted victim, which is Nikki, who is trapped in hell, essentially. That sucks. But, and they're like, oh, we can't help it if this is what you wanted for her. I'm like, he didn't want that for her, though. Like, we are missing the whole thing where it's like, we're all just assuming that he unquestioningly believed that he was gonna send Nikki to hell from the first moment he bought the stick, and it's just stupid. It's just stupid internet discourse. So let me tell you my honest opinion about it. My take is that, one, Nikki undoubtedly suffered. That is bad. Nikki is a victim, whether or not Bear intended to hurt her. I will say that. That's the other thing I wanted to say. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying that Bear wasn't capable of hurting her, even being unaware of her feelings and experience on it, right? Because men do hurt women all the time without intending to. As humans, we hurt each other all the time without intending to. Right? So that's still entirely on the table as a possibility. But deciding that Bear is an absolute terrible person and villain instead of someone that you probably either have been or know is silly, right? I think that what Bear does by trying to make a relationship work with someone who doesn't quite love him back is opening the door into like an examination of toxic relationship dynamics, right? Because first he's obsessed with her, and then she becomes obsessed and entirely codependent on him. And you see, one, how that kind of causes her suffering, and also how that kind of causes his suffering, right? Because what the demon that inhabits Nikki's body is doing is abusing him. Like, he is abusing her unwittingly. The demon is, with full knowledge, abusing him, right? Like, trapping him in the house. Trapping him in the house because she's so possessive and obsessed with him. Publicly humiliating him at parties and making a huge scene. Like, all that kind of stuff is just like, oh, murdering female friends he's close to? Like, hello? Have you never met an abusive girlfriend? If you haven't, I'm happy for you, but like, this is the kind of abuse that men often experience in relationships that no one wants to fucking talk about, ever. And even with a movie that puts it directly in your face, no one wants to pay attention to that part. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry if I sound like a pick-me right now. I'm not saying that, like, Nikki's suffering is irrelevant. I'm just saying the conversation around this movie completely erases Bear's experience, and I think it's worth thinking about. I think it's worth engaging with the nuance of this film instead of just making everything black and white. So all that being said, nah, you got the right of it, Choo. Okay, good. I'm very happy that I'm not living in crazy land because, oh my god, like, some of the takes that people have about this online really make me insecure. Really make me insecure about my reading of this film. Which is, like, that's the other thing. We don't have to agree on anything necessarily to get along, but it really sucks when it's like, this is the big popular thing and you have the least popular possible opinion. But I liked this one a lot. I really liked the movie. I think I want to watch it at least 2 more times because I do think there's a lot of nuance. I want to see where the people that I don't quite agree with are coming from. And it's a movie I would not mind watching again. Ivan doesn't want to watch it, so it's another one that I have to somehow find time to watch on my own again. Indy Navarrete serves. That actress, she's gotta be up there with Scream Queens like fucking... Who's the girl from the XX or franchise? Let's see. Or it's just X. the Pearl franchise, I guess. Who played Pearl? Mia Goth. I think she is Mia Goth levels of potential for a Scream Queen. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see her in so much more stuff. Okay, guys, sound off in the chat because I do want to know who enjoyed, even prior to the movie, Nirvana the Band the Show, and did you watch Nirvana the Band the Show? And I'm gonna take a sip of my little oil break while I wait for you to answer that for a sec. Okay, wait, you can rent movies on Letterboxd now? Hold. It's $6, but like, what else do they have here? Hold on. Oh God. She's the He. Wait, I think I heard this one was actually good. I heard this one 8. I love that they probably wanted to call this She's the Man, but they couldn't because Amanda Bynes already stole that. I mean, she didn't steal it, but you know what I mean. Also, this looks just like my friend Casey from college. Okay, I guess I gotta somehow, like, take me to the actual release page. Take me to the GD release page! Reviews plus and more? Ah, there we go. Gotta add that to the watch list. Apparently it's pretty good. Apparently it's pretty good. Never heard of the movie or show, just the band. Nirvana, well, not Nirvana as in Nirvana. It's, their name is Nirvana the band. To everyone, no one's surprise. I have seen none of these movies. It's basically an incidental tradition to never be up to date with pop culture. Yo, that was me for a long time. People would be like, hey, have you seen this? And I'm like, I promise you I have not. I'm like, did it come out in the last 10 years? No, I haven't seen it. But then I married a film bro. So now I see everything that comes out, even if it sucks donkey dick. Like, we literally watch everything. I'm not even here, let me show you some of the films we watched last year. Hold up, before we continue. I guess I gotta go to my profile. Also, look, we've watched over 500 movies together. That's crazy. Okay. What's near the bottom of the list? We watched Twinless. Which wait, why is that down here? I actually kind of like that one. I think I forgot to reorder this at the end of the year. So I had to watch this garbage, right? I don't know if any of you have seen this one. Wi-Fi's back? Hell yeah, Spicy Worm's back with pizza. We're all tuning back in, let's go. Yeah, so I had to watch this. Fortunately, both of us were like, wow, this absolutely sucks. So we stopped. To watch Megan 2.0. We actually watched that whole thing. We watched this whole thing, although we had to give it 2 attempts to watch it because the first time we tried to watch it, Ivan took an edible and had a really bad trip, so he was like watching the 3D and he was like, this is horrifying. I hate it. And I can't blame him. I had to watch this. I had to watch this. I had to watch this. I had to watch, like, do you see? Do you see how long it took to get to a semi-watchable movie? We were here. This was actually pretty decent. This is a documentary about the Goofy movie that was pretty good. The good news is I also end up watching things I would have never watched otherwise. This was a huge disappointment to me. I really expected this to be so much better than it was, but it turned out to basically just be a collection of music videos loosely based around the manga. So that was unfortunate. And then we get to the good stuff, you know. Wake Up Dead Man was amazing. Yeah, these are my top 3 of the year. These are my top 5 of the year. Sure, I'm sure this surprises all of you. Certainly this surprises all of you. Black Phone 2 rocked, Sinners rocked, The Roses rocked, The Long Walk rocked, and walked. Yeah. Last year had a lot of good movies come out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There were a lot of great ones last year. Because look how far down I have to scroll before I get into the unwatchable territory. Like, that, in my opinion, starts here. This one I remember nothing about. So there were only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one I need to move up and put in the proper spot in its rankings. There were only 13 out of 51 films that I watched last year that I thought that I did not like. Or don't remember. So that's actually really solid. It was a good year last year. But back to Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. Wait, Choo likes Uma Musume? Who would have guessed? By the way, if you would like, come by for our Uma Musume stream tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. I do believe I'm scheduled for. Back in. Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. I had never seen Nirvana the band, the show, or Nirvana the band, like the YouTube series before this. So this was my first introduction to this, and I'm gonna be real, it was perfectly fine. It was a wonderful viewing experience, even having no familiarity with their previous work. Incredibly, it does appear they were planning the plot of this movie for like over a decade. Because like there are a lot of scenes in the movie that are like very obviously them when they were younger, recorded on equipment they had when they first started out, that is then incorporated into the film. It's really crazy. It's really wild. Very, very good stuff. But the plot is basically like these two dudes in this band called Nirvana the Band go back to the year 2008. Every single episode of Nirvana the Band, the show, is about them trying to book a show at this place called the Rivoli, which is basically, as far as I can tell, like a macaroni grill type beat, but they have a stage. And, you know, they're just obsessed with this idea, and it's probably as easy as walking in and being like, yo, here's my business card, call us if you're looking for live talent, or we'll come see you when we have an open mic, but they're stupid, so they don't know that. And basically they're like, they end up making a time machine, and the whole premise of the show is like, this guy on the back is kind of the straight man, and this is the funny man. So this guy has like common sense, he's the piano player, and they're best friends, although he is not a very good friend to this guy at all. Then again, this guy is also not a very good friend and is a little bit of a narc as well. So they're kind of like two not so awesome people that are best friends, and it ends up being really wholesome. But they make some changes in the past that mean they didn't become friends in the future, and he kind of has to muddle through the consequences of that. So it's a really, really great movie about the power of friendship and foolish optimism in the face of darkness, and it's really, really beautiful. Even if you've never once seen anything made by these gentlemen related to Nirvana the Band, you can and will enjoy this movie. Very, very good film. Boop. And they do some crazy stunts too. Like it's also in part, like it's got some Borat strains going on where they're kind of pranking people in public sometimes as well, but not in like a problematic way. God, what do you even want me to say about the Odyssey though? Guys, first of all, have you guys seen this movie yet? Right? Like, I know that, anti-woke Twitter wants to throw a big fit about this one because Elliot Page is playing his gender in this movie, like, and they don't like that, but it's like, I'm really glad to see that Christopher Nolan doesn't abandon a close friend, even though it might cost him some of what is certainly his fan base, right? Like, I totally believe that the anti-woke crowd probably went pretty hard for Christopher Nolan at one point in time, right? I see no brother, where art thou? And that should halfway count. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so Elliot Page does play a man in this movie. He does a pretty good job. I don't love his performance in the opening scene. I feel like it was kind of weak, and that's really unfortunate because, you know, all the weirdos are looking for any way to like skewer this man, no matter what he does. But later on in the movie, he has a stunning performance in that scene where they visit the Beach of the Dead. And frankly, like, I can spoil this movie as much as I want, because if you haven't read a several thousands-year-old book by now, that's on you. So yeah. But everyone's like, oh wow, Elliot Page finally gets a good role, a well-written role, and it's like, yeah, it's weird how that happens when Christopher Nolan writes a role that isn't a woman. Like, Elliot Page got a better role because he transitioned to the gender that Christopher Nolan actually knows how to write, and direct. So that's what this is. But someone in chat told me a little while back that the Cyclops scene is actually a giant wooden puppet. In fact, hang on, we're gonna watch that right now. I'm gonna look up this scene. Giant wooden puppet. Look at this shit.
We just got a new behind-the-scenes image of the Odyssey, giving us a new look at the actual puppet for the Cyclops scene in the movie. We just got a new behind-the-scenes image of the Odyssey.
Okay, well, that's all they're gonna show us, I guess, in this. Here's what it looks like in motion. Look at that. That's a puppet. That's a puppet, dude. That barely showed anything. This is a puppet! It's a puppet! Okay, I promise I won't spoil the Passion of the Christ. Yeah, my bad. Oh, of course. Of course, thank you. That was a close call. I almost spoiled the Passion of the Christ. It looks like we have another ad break starting briefly. And... it's getting really hot in here. I guess I could always take off my blanket. How close are we to the top of my list? We only have 2 movies to finish up with, so I'll take a quick break. And then we'll be back. It looks like ads already started. Okay, hang on. Oh my god. I was muted that whole time. Okay. Nobody say anything. I know I was muted. I know I was muted. Everybody quiet down. Quiet down. Okay. What I was saying is I've been waiting for this game forever, and I just saw a campaign go up on Jester for it where I get a free full game key in exchange for like making shorts about it. But I need, guys, remember, you don't need to say more than once that you can't hear me. You don't need to say more than once that you can't hear me. I only need to hear it once, in chat. If you see someone else say it in chat, don't say it. But yeah. I appreciate the concern, though. I appreciate you guys catching it fast. What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah. So I've been waiting for this forever. It's basically horror-themed Stardew Valley, and I need to put the short together, like, tomorrow, because the CPM is going fast, and I want my game key redemption back. So, it's okay, Gabe. You might not have been here when I talked about it the first time. It's fine. Okay. Now we get to talk about the movie I saw most recently, which is The Invite. Great movie. Great movie. It has Seth Rogen. It has Penelope Cruz, aka the most beautiful woman to ever live. I love her so much. And it's an incredible movie about this couple whose marriage is basically falling apart, who invite over their neighbors for dinner, who like constantly have loud monkey sex in the middle of the night. And then like it turns out they're swingers, which is pretty obvious from like minute one of the film. Like as soon as they enter the scene, Edward Norton's mannerisms, you just know what's up. And so it's like about how they learn new things about their relationship from this happier, healthier couple who still fights but still treat each other with respect. And Seth Rogen is actually very funny in it. Olivia Wilde is very funny in it. She actually wrote and directed the film. We love this woman very, very much. I also love Edward Norton very, very much. He's a very talented actor. I love Fight Club, yada, yada, yada. But does he do the Seth Rogen laugh? Oh god, I don't know. I mean, probably. It's just his laugh, bro. It's just his laugh. It's just how he laughs. He can't help it. Don't make fun of him, Your Honor. He's just a little guy. But yes, it's a very, very good movie. And I think there's only the 4 actors the whole frickin' time. Like, there's only 4 people in this movie. And it all takes place in their apartment. So, extremely small set, extremely small cast. Very, very beautiful movie. I love it. I love it very, very much. It was really, really good. I don't want to spoil too much, you know, but like just from describing the dynamics at play there, you can probably guess how a lot of it goes. But it's really like reflective. And it's amazing how it manages to handle like a really dark subject matter with a lot of care and like sympathy or empathy, not sympathy, empathy. It handles like the whole situation in a very empathic way for everyone involved in the story. And it's so rare to see something like that where there's not like a clear villain in the movie. And I just love that. And I wonder if, you know, our lack of appreciation for nuance as a culture is gonna keep this film suppressed. I'll be really sad if it does, because that means a lot of people are missing out on peak. And we just don't stand missing out on peak here on this, on the Choo channel, if you will. So yeah. It's a wonderful, wonderful film, and you should watch it. The end. No, but I'm still thinking about this one, and I'm absolutely gonna watch it again after a little time has passed, just to come back and see if I notice anything new. But yeah, it's, and there's so many twists and turns. Like, it's such a simple premise, but there's really like a lot of plot twists in it that are so fun and interesting, and and the actors have great chemistry. The actors have great chemistry. Not just like between each of the couples, but also just like with each other. It's truly incredible. And I never expected, like, I've always loved Edward Norton, but I've never seen him as having much sex appeal. He's so hot in this movie. He's so hot in this movie, dude. Like, it should actually be illegal. Like, I can't personally unsee him from when he was in Moonrise Kingdom in the little Boy Scout troop leader getup. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Hang on. In case you haven't seen it, I'm gonna show you right now. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this silly little fuck. Look at this silly little lad. I love you. I love you, Edward Norton. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. But yeah, and then in this movie, he's like, the invitation, Edward Norton. Look at him. Look at the smolder. He's a proper man now. Ah, he's daddy now. When did Edward Norton become daddy? Like, what is this? Look at him. Oh, no. Oh, he's too hot. He's too hot. Why? What business did he have getting that hot? I don't get it. How could he do this to us, you guys? How could he do this? So yeah, watch The Invitation. That's, oh, The Invite. Sorry, it's called The Invite. Watch The Invite. Sure, I can support this Edward guy. Did you ever watch Fight Club? Fight Club Edward Norton, 1999. He's even more babby here. Actually, you know what? He is kind of hot in Fight Club. In a boyish way. Very cute in a boyish way. Worthy of standing alongside Brad Pitt, if you ask me. He's cute in that, like, starving insomniac white boy way that I was so into back in high school. Like, very cute. Although I remember at the time not thinking he was very cute for some reason. I didn't think he was ugly. He just, like, didn't strike me as attractive. But quite frankly, beautiful man. Like, now that I'm looking at him more, what in the actual hell did I miss? Like, holy crap. How did I miss that? How did I miss that he's actually, like, cute as hell and constantly eating? Okay. Well, now that Choo's done with the thirsty part, let's finally get to my current #1 of the year! 28 years later, the Bone Temple. So, fun fact. I have not ever, I mean, okay, let me rephrase this. I've seen movies in, like, I saw 28 Days Later once when I was, like, 14, which was 27 years ago. No, wait, that's wrong. When was 2009? 17 years ago. Oh my God. I was like, no, that is not right. 27 years ago, I was 4. 17 years ago, when I was 14, I saw 28 Days Later. I remember very little about it. I never really looked at the franchise after. Not that I thought it was bad or disliked what I saw, I just never got into it. This is a sequel? Yeah, this is one of the many sequels to 28 Days Later. It's like a whole franchise now. You know, it's like, kind of like Saw or whatever. Like, there's a lot of these movies. This one absolutely eats. It's probably the, well, I was about to say, oh, it's probably the best one in the franchise. Also, welcome to the chat, Echibaka. I love your username. You're in the right place. But yeah, so I never got into the franchise, and this movie has made me want to because it's incredible. I love Ralph Fiennes, for one thing. He's one of the most talented actors, I think, of our time. He deserves a million Oscars. Does he even have one Oscar? Because if not, that's a Leonardo DiCaprio level crime. Hang on. Ralph Fiennes Oscars. He's never won? Oh my God, they're simply wrong. Dude, he's never won an Oscar. That's disgusting. That is unacceptable, bro. Voldemort has never won an Oscar. Listen, I understand, like, he was never gonna win an Oscar for Harry Potter because that's a family movie. Family movies just don't usually... I can't think of a single family movie that's won an Oscar outside the animation category. He was nominated for Schindler's List, he was nominated for The English Patient, and he was nominated for Conclave, and that one especially pisses me off because that's the year Adrian Brody won. that makes me want to rip all my goddamn hair out. I cannot stand, like, here's the thing. I used to think Adrian Brody was so hot, and that year at the Oscars, it ruined everything for me. And I didn't know about the racist Saturday Night Live stuff. I didn't know about that. And then he made that speech, and then suddenly everyone on Twitter was like, oh, we're all surprised that Adrian Brody is a bad person. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, and then they brought out all this stuff, and I'm like, great, now I can't like Adrian Brody anymore. So, and also the Brutalist wasn't even that good, and Adrian's performance was not that inspired. Like, meanwhile, Conclave was complex. The performances and the, like, just the way he worked, like, with his cast members, you know, like, I think that Best Oscar should be as much about your personal performance as it is about how you help the rest of the cast around you shine. Because obviously the lead is gonna be the brightest star in the sky, but are you able to also bring out the best in your, like, coworkers in a film? That is the stuff that impresses me. And he was all over that in Conclave. And yet, no Oscar. No Oscar for Conclave, but you know what's really a crime is that he wasn't even nominated for Grand Budapest Hotel. That pisses me off. Hold on, did Wes Anderson, does he just, like, not believe in the Oscars? Wes Anderson Oscars. He was nominated for Royal Tenenbaums, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom, and Grand Budapest. And Isle of the Dogs as well. Oh my god. And he won for an adaptation of The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, which I've never even heard of. Oh, because it's in the short film category. Still, like... He looks like Liam Neeson. He does kind of look like Liam Neeson. He's like a bald Liam Neeson. But he's absolutely one of the most talented actors in our time. It blows my mind that he was not nominated for his role in Grand Budapest. That's one we're absolutely gonna watch in a Discord movie night sometime because it is one of the greatest movies ever made. And Ralph Fiennes in it is serving. He plays a bisexual man in that at a time when, like, bi representation was very fetishized, and not exactly like a subject matter that was treated seriously. It was always just like, oh, this person's bi, so they're always horny, and that's their whole personality. And I'm like, no, he's complex, he's romantic. There's a moment in the script, I read the screenplay for Grand Budapest, like the actual text of it, and there's this moment where, like, these Nazis get on the train and they're like, you know, searching his lobby boy's person. Like, they slam them both up against the wall and they're doing these searches, and the actor that plays the lobby boy is not white, and so, like, he sees that they've attacked him and he goes, get your hands off my lobby boy! And in the script, it says they share a look. They are brothers. Oh, it still makes me cry to think about, because that moment just gives you goosebumps, the way he looks. I'm sorry, before I talk about the Bone Temple, I promise I'm gonna finish this list and then let you guys go so you can have a little break before you go to Discord movie night if you're coming tonight. But hold on. Grand Budapest, get your hands off my lobby boy. Where's that scene? Okay, here it is. We're gonna watch this scene real quick.
Why are we stopping at a barley field?
Oh god, okay. Hang on. Yeah, so you can see these evil boys. They're coming on the train. Okay. Gotta give their papers, right?
It's not a very flattering portrait, I'm afraid. I was once considered a great beauty. What's the F stand for? Fritz? France.
France.
I knew it! He's making a funny face. That's a migratory visa with stage 3 worker status, France, darling. He's with me.
Come outside, please.
Oh god. See, this happens.
Wait a minute, sit down, Zero. His papers are in order. A cross-reference
It's
from
such a
myself to
good
the Bureau
scene.
of Labor and Servitude. You can't arrest him simply because he's a bloody immigrant. He hasn't done anything wrong.
Stop it, Dan.
Never mind, Monsieur Gustave. Let them proceed.
Ow, that hurt. You filthy goddamn pockmarked fascist assholes! Take your hands off my lobby boy!
Oh god. Oh, it gives me chills. Oh, it's such a good moment. That's all I wanted to show you. I didn't wait. Look, there he is. There's my boy. There's Edward Norton.
What's the problem?
I love
This
you.
is outrageous. The young man works for me at the Grand Budapest Hotel in Naples, but
Monsieur Gustave?
Yeah. Oh god. You never realize his eyes are pretty? Who? Ralph Fiennes or Edward Norton? Or both, frankly. They both have beautiful eyes. But yeah, great scene. Great movie. I stan Wes Anderson really hard. And yes, he has gorgeous eyes. It's really easy to miss because he has such a distinctive face. Like, all his features are pretty, you know? Like pretty easy to recognize, even though the most, arguably the most popular movies he was ever in, he didn't have a nose. But yeah. But so in 28 years later, the Bone Temple, we're in the apocalypse, and we've got, you know, this guy here. He's, so it says Dr. Kelson, he's trying to, like, develop a medical understanding of this zombie, these zombies, right? Finds himself in a shocking new relationship with consequences that could change the world as they know it, and Spike's encounter with Jimmy Crystal becomes a nightmare he can't escape. So basically there's this guy, he's a cult leader, he gathers up all these children that he finds in the apocalypse. This man is not played by Ralph Fiennes. But he finds all these kids and basically makes a cult out of them, and then they kind of like worship him like a god or like a prophet. They worship him like a prophet because he says that he has a direct connection to this entity known as Old Nick, which is what a lot of folks call the devil. In, I think, specifically like Irish communities. I might be wrong on that. It's been a couple months since I saw this, admittedly, but so he like has this cult of children that he runs, and he teaches them to just be violent and base, not based, base, and to just like, you know, kill or be killed, get yours before the other guy gets his. He turns them on each other. You have to kill someone to get into his gang. It's really crazy. And so they're doing all this wandering around. Meanwhile, they meet this doctor guy who's kind of minding his own business. But he sees this guy walking around in this field of bones, and he tells his little cult, like, oh, that's the devil. And they're like, well, you need to go talk to him. Like, you're supposed to keep contact with him, right? You have to go talk to him and find out, like, what he's doing here and stuff. All this with the zombie outbreak? Yes. Because that's what Ralph Fiennes' character is doing. He's studying, like, the biology of the zombies, trying to figure out cures, trying to figure out if there's even still people inside of the zombies. Is Jason Momoa in it, or is it someone else? Anytime there's a huge guy, I'm like, is that Jason Momoa? Okay, it's not. Not this time. But, yeah, he's, so he sees the guy and he's like, oh, that's the devil. And they're all like, well, you have to go talk to him. And he's like, damn it. All right, now I gotta put my money where my mouth is. This sucks. So he goes to talk to him, and I think they see him with a zombie, and that's why they make that assumption, if I remember right. But he comes up and he's like, hey man, I need you to do me a favor or I'll kill you. He goes, I just told all my kids that you're Satan, and they're expecting me to harness the power of Satan because we all have religious psychosis. So I'm gonna need you to pretend to be him for me, so I can get out of this jam I'm in. And so it's like this big, crazy, he does this ceremony thing to 666, the number of the beast, by Iron Maiden. And it's just him going ham with, like, flamethrowers and shit for, like, an entire 5 minutes of the film. It's incredible. It's incredible. I've never seen an old man work harder. I've never seen a more athletic old man. It was crazy. Probably one of my favorite scenes in cinema this year. Very, very good. As I said, I'm not a fan of this franchise. Like, I just have never followed it. but seeing this movie kind of changed that. That really sounds like and scene. Yeah, like, I'm not even gonna show it here, just because it's so good. It's so good, and I think that the whole movie really builds up to it in a fantastic way. You just gotta see this one for yourselves. And again, you don't have to have seen any of the other 28 Days franchise in order to appreciate it. It's very much its own contained story. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff where it's like, you'll appreciate certain things more or catch certain references more easily if you are a longtime viewer of the franchise, but I wouldn't know. As someone who went in with no knowledge about it, it was a perfectly enjoyable and pleasant experience. And that's all the new movies I've seen so far this year, I think. Let's real quick make sure of that. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Lists. Okay. Haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, these are his favorite films. Show me the dang old list, man. Okay. Are these just the ones he's seen? Ready or Not 2. We started watching this? I don't think we finished it. I don't think I liked it, if I remember right. Send Help. Ivan doesn't want to see. I want to see this one because I like Jason Segel. No, no, no. I love the Evil Dead franchise, but I haven't seen that one yet. And yeah, I'm... Yeah, I think that's it, man. That feels really crazy. Like, it doesn't feel right. It feels like there's gotta be way more... Oh my god, wait. Is this what I think it is? Oh. No. So there's a... If you guys are real freaks, you know there's like a film series called Charlie XCX, isn't it? What? You know what? I gotta see it. That sounds really interesting. This sounds like it's gonna be an old person's idea of what the dark web is. I bet it's so bad it's entertaining. Yeah, and okay. Some people liked it. Some people I know liked it, so I guess I'll watch it. I'm gonna go back to my chatting screen now, but it's Real Freaks Hour. Yeah. Real freaks know that there's a movie that I think they actually came out and said that these deaths on film were staged. Let's see. Are the deaths in Faces of Death actually snuff? Yeah, they're not real. They are staged with very realistic effects. This movie includes authentic non-fictional elements. Yeah, so it contains, like, slaughterhouse footage. Oh, why am I... When did I type 4 and E at the same time? Okay. It contains slaughterhouse footage, which is always difficult for me. But it does not contain, like, actual human deaths. But Faces of Death is a series, and it was presented as, like, a found footage film. Series of films, I guess. So I was thinking like, oh, Faces of Death. I didn't know they were making a new one. They weren't. It appears to be unrelated, or else it's like a meta commentary on the original series, which I can see why people didn't like it, but I'm kind of interested. Color me interested. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I think that's it. And we've been going for about, what, 3 hours now? I kind of want to call it here just so I can finish a couple chores before we do movie night in the server tonight, which I'm thinking will start around like 4:30 or 5. So if you're not in there, guys, this is going to be a last reminder before we do our little raid. Join the public Discord. You do have to be 18 to enter, but we are going to be having a movie night tonight. We're going to be watching Bullet Train. And I'm really, really excited to share it with you guys. It's a great comedy. It sounds like a lot of people in the community missed it, and it's perfectly on theme for me. So, should be a really good time. Feel free to come by if you're not busy. I know Bullet Train is so great. Bullet Train is so great. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson, especially in it, so I'm really excited. It's been a while. That was a fun Chooch movie stream. Thank you. I love talking about movies, so I would love to do like more of this for just chatting. Yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, that being said, red site, this is where I leave you. Me and the purple site viewers are gonna go find someone cool that is also streaming right now. So you take care